Hey guys, Ryan here, and in today's video, I'm going to explain how to use movement to win gunfights. I'm going to explain why movement isn't dead in Warzone 2, and I'm just going to overall break down how I use movement in my own gameplay. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Maybe do consider leaving a like and subscribing, but we're going to get right into it with my first tip, and that's going to be that breaking ankles is the key to success. And I think more importantly, I'm going to explain how to break ankles and exactly what I mean by that. So let's pay attention to this background clip. I know there's a squad nearby, my teammates running from them, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to push and watch what I do. I'm going to get the first kill, and then I'm going to jump in, get a jump shot to peek. I don't see their teammates, but I'm going to kill him, and then I'm going to get the two red dot pings, tell me where they are. Watch how I peek this. I'm going to jump through the doorway, get the kill, go back behind cover, and do a nice little bunny hop around cover to get a nice little 1v3, and then I'm going to begin the game with an easy 3 kills. If we go back to the intro clip, you're going to watch me do almost the exact same thing and the exact same technique. I'm going to get the first person down, I'm going to go to finish him, I'm going to get flashed, and then I'm going to get shot and I'm weak. I'm going to go around cover, then jump out and break their quote-unquote ankles. This is one of the first things you need to learn how to do. You use cover to jump out and use movement to win gunfights. If you can learn to do this, you're going to start breaking people's ankles like you're seeing in the background clips. Cover is the key to success in how you break people's ankles. Watch this clip. I kill the guy, run back behind cover, then I jump out and I absolutely destroy him. You'll also notice in almost all of those clips and a lot of movement clips you're going to see in general, a lot of the movement people are abusing is the horizontal line of sight. Whenever you watch a player look in an area, you're trying to abuse that little horizontal left to right movement line of sight thing. And that's why a lot of it comes down to coming out of cover and jumping like that. You have to learn how to use jump shots. You have to learn to play cover overall, but you also have to understand that going from left to right is going to make it very difficult for your opponent to track you. And it's that type of movement that wins gunfights and quote unquote breaks ankles, like I've been stressing this entire time. But with that being said, let's move into the second tip, and that's stop underestimating the power of dolphin dives and slides. Once again, I want you to pay attention to this little background clip. So my friend got down by squad, they hit him with the mortar strike, and they ended up pushing us, and we kind of knew it, and we were trying to retreat. So I'm going to get my friend up, and I'm going to push back, and then we're going to get shot and caught out in the middle of nowhere with no cover, because, I'm going to have to take my little time to beam this guy. And because I'm spending my time beaming this guy, this is going to put me in an open spot with no cover. My teammate's going to ping that they're there. I'm going to do a dolphin dive, which is going to get me to a better angle. I'm going to get the first down and then watch. I'm going to use verticality to win the gunfight. Boom. Once again, it is a simple little victory by just using a dolphin dive and basic movement. Another thing a lot of people don't seem to know or do ever is plate while sliding. So in this situation, I'm going to get a nice little third party. I'm going to pick up the kill, then I'm going to get shot, and watch. You can slide and plate at the exact same time. And if you don't think this is a big deal, I don't know what to tell you. There's so many examples and so many times where this can help save you. This can help get you around cover because it takes advantage of the vertical aspect. And this is something a lot of people need to learn to do. It's very simple, especially if you have apply all. But this is going to take us into the third tip, and this is you have to master the basic fundamentals. To be able to do all of the fancy movement, to be able to use it to win gunfights, you need to learn how to just do the basic movements. And what I mean by that are just things like jump shots, drop shots, whatever. Nothing too crazy, but a lot of people underestimate just actually working on the basic movement fundamentals. And a big part of that is also strafing. In gunfights, you should always be strafing. If you can cause your opponent to miss 1 or 2 shots by just strafing, then oftentimes that's more than enough to win a gunfight, and that's the whole purpose of this movement stuff. If you can just get your opponent to miss 1 or 2 shots in a gunfight, then you've more than likely won that gunfight, and that's the whole reason we do this stuff. And a whole key of that is just knowing how to actually do the basic movements I talk about in this video. And a lot of it just comes down to having a fancy controller, or if you're playing on mouse and keyboard, it's probably a lot easier. But just learn to jump shot, learn to drop shot, and then use everything else I talked about in this video. The other thing I really want to talk about before this video ends, and I'm not sure how reliable of a leak this is, but in my opinion, it's pretty reliable. And there is a leak that we are going to see more movement mechanics in Warzone 2. It's probably not going to be side canceling, but it might be something with dolphin diving. I don't know. It was something Joe Woe said, and I've seen a couple articles on it, and I do trust what he's saying and everything. But what I do want to kind of get across is be prepared for movement to be more of a core part of Warzone 2 and having actual success in this game. It's not really a big thing right now, but I promise you it's going to be a big thing in a little bit, because that was one of the big things that made Warzone 1 big. And I promise that if they don't see the player numbers recover in the way they want it to, and they're not making the money they did from Warzone 1 in Warzone 2, they're going to bring back a lot of those old mechanics or try and capture a lot of the same essence. And we're probably going to see movement speed buff, we're going to see animation speed increase, and we're just going to see probably an overall increase to the fluidity of movement and just the overall options we have for movement. And one of the best ways to prepare for that, and probably the inevitable future for Warzone 2, is by learning it now when it's here and when it's not as good. So when it is better, you're going to be more than prepared. You're going to be on the front lines and you're going to be ready to dominate. Okay, that last two lines with the front lines and dominate, that is so cheesy and cliche, and I'm sorry for adding that in. Anyways, guys, I'm going to wrap this video up. I hope you guys have been enjoying Warzone 2, because I've been loving it actually since the Season 2 reloaded a little bit, and I've been absolutely frying. I have a couple breakdown videos coming of some high kill games I have, and overall I'm just going to get into a more different side of things, but you know, we're going to keep the content as it is. Anyways, guys, it's been Ryan. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you have a good day, and I hope you've been enjoying Warzone. Peace.